Hey everybody, I am back here with another Sense of Days Gone By. It's early Saturday morning and my sleep schedule is all off because my husband had to go into work last night. And we normally work like a regular 9-to-5 job, but he had to go in at like 1 in the morning and he's still at work now. It's like 7 a.m. So my sleep schedule is off because I know he's going to want to come home and sleep. So I'm trying to make myself tired so I can sleep at the same time. I'm kind of weird like that. So sorry if I'm a little off in this video. As always, if you don't want to watch the whole video, check out the description box to see for timestamps for all of the scents that I'm going to talk about. You know, so you don't have to sit through a whole video. I do have a friend here with me today. Sorry if you see a little bit of stuff. Look, my cat Sam. Sam, hi, you're gonna sit right next to me today, are ya? Do you want to tell me your opinions on each one of these? I don't have any meat-scented tarts today, so I don't know if you would have liked any of these that I had melted. Hi, Sam. Sam. Okay. Anyways, maybe I should put a timestamp for that on the video. Hanging out with the cat time. Okay. Anyways, getting into it right here. I also do have a lot of scents that are not like empties. So I've got like a lot of bags and stuff over here, but I do want to talk about them kind of while they're like fresh, you know, in my memory and things like that. So the first one I want to talk about is Jade. And this one is one that I'm still working on, originally an 8-ounce bag. So I melted it 2 additional times this week. This is something that I got a long time ago from Candles from the Keeping Room. Looks like I received it back in November of last year. Now this one, to me, I do really like the scent. It's kind of like powdery, floral, but it's also like old-fashioned grandma kind of scent. It's, you know, it smells like something that like an elderly woman would really like. Like I would think that my grandma would really like. No offense against, you know, obviously elderly people, but it just has like an old-fashioned kind of scent versus like a modern spa sort of scent. However, the throw was really good. So I melted 1 single tart. I did 1 in the Glade warmer in the bathroom, and then it was about a high good, and then I put 1 in the Glade warmer in the bedroom, and it was a good. Normally I would stick this in a 24 watt, but I've been kind of switching it up. So I would absolutely get this one again. It's not like my absolute favorite type of scent in this genre, because it is very kind of like powdery, but it is still like a nice scent. Now the next one I want to talk about, also from Candles from the Keeping Room, is another one that's not an empty. This is Lemongrass Kiwi Cassis, and I melted this one. I melted 2 tarts out of this one this last week. One of them went in the 24 watt in the bedroom, and then one went in the Glade in the bedroom. This one did okay. It wasn't as good as the Jade. It was about a medium high overall. I think it did better, obviously, in the 24 watt pure paraffin. I think these do better in 24 watt. So in the 24 watt it was a high, and in the Glade it was more of a medium. It was just, it's a really nice scent. This one is kind of more fresh, a little bit more modern kind of smelling, maybe because of that lemongrass. So what's in here is lemon pulp, orange rinds, kiwi eucalyptus, cassis, green tea, bamboo, cedarwood, and vanilla. So that is what is in this one, but I really do love the scent. Just the performance is not as good as some of my other Candles from the Keeping Room tarts. Oh, I forgot to talk about this one in Jade. This one is jasmine, lilies, violets, lavender, rose, pineapple, fresh apple, and melon. But I don't really smell any fruits in there at all, really. It's mostly just really strong on, I think it's the violet. There's something in there that's very powdery floral that's really strong. Okay, going on into an empty here. This one from Daphne's Divine Scents and Aromas. Obviously, you know, she's not in business anymore, but this one is in cucumber mint. This is a really, really nice scent. Very, very relaxing, very strong on the cucumber. It actually really does smell like a fresh cucumber kind of scent. The throw from this one in the Glade warmer in my bedroom was around a low to a medium. I don't really remember a whole lot about it. It just wasn't like standing out, I guess, really in any way. Now I do have more of these scent shots upstairs, so I am going to remelt and reassess. From Front Porch, this one here is a 4-pack of Grubbies in Lychee, Lime, and Kudzu. This one is a remelt for me, and I really do love, love, love this scent because it is very dominant on the grape. So this one is a good throw. So from Front Porch, Lychee is a blend of strawberries and grape, and Kudzu is a flowering plant that smells very strongly of grape. So this one overall is just really mostly grape, which you wouldn't necessarily think about when you're looking at it. You can get, it's a very sweet grape, but you can get a little bit of that shot of lime, that little bit of the tartness of the lime, just a little bit in there. So I put 2 Grubbies each in the 24 watt hot plate, so 2 times, 2 melts out of this one, and it just did good. It was a good throw. I just really like that one. I would absolutely get that one again. That's one of my favorites from Front Porch. From L3 Waxy Wonders, this was a really big leaf, really thick leaf tart in Bear Claws, Cheesecake, and Pumpkin Puree. I did chop this one up into 2 chunks because I've always heard that that L3 Waxy Wonders tends to do a little bit better if it is, what do you call it, like smaller volumes of wax. So I really do like the scent of this one. It's kind of like, what is this? What was this one smelling like again? Oh, this is the one where it was kind of more of a creamy bakery scent, you know, creamy pumpkin. I wasn't really getting a whole lot of spice out here. Like, I know it has bear claws, but I really was not smelling a whole lot of cinnamon or anything like that. So I put half of this in the Glade Warmer in the entryway, and then the other half in the 24 watt in the kitchen. Definitely did better in the kitchen. I would say in the kitchen it was about a high throw, and then in the entryway I would say it was about like a medium throw. I could smell it, but just really not too much. The scent itself was just not memorable enough to me. It's like not one of my favorites or anything like that, but I mean, it was okay. It was okay, and I was pleased enough with the throw, but I would still like this one to be a little bit stronger. Oh, I'm going out of order. I'm all like out of order here. Okay, so the next one here is from Front Porch. So going back to Front Porch. I forgot I'm going through all my empties one by one, but I forgot I got the bags over here. This one here is in pink mallow bread, so pink sugar, marshmallow, and zucchini bread. This is just brittle pieces and everything like that, so, you know, there's a brittle piece there. This one is really good. It's really strong on the pink sugar. It's kind of like a more sickly sweet pink sugar. This one is a little bit more pink sugar than some of the pink sugars I've gotten, so I don't know if that makes any sense. And the zucchini bread in here is really not like super obvious either. However, I still really do like this one. I would absolutely get it again. And the throw in my 24 watt plate was a 24 watt hot plate was a good. So this one I definitely really enjoyed. Okay, so the next one now, continuing in alphabetical order here, is from Haley's Heavenly Scents. And this is also not an empty, but I have melted through half of this one from Haley's Heavenly Scents in rice flour and Shea. So this one, I first initially started with 1 tart. I put it in the 24 watt hot plate in the bedroom, and the throw was about a medium, which for me in the bedroom is okay. It's kind of like, it's not invasive, but it's kind of there. But I wanted to mess with it a little bit, so the next time I put 2 scallops in the 24 watt plate and 24 watt hot plate, and it did a lot better. So I don't sometimes like less wax is more. This time for some reason more wax is more. So the 2 scallops really seemed to do the trick, and it was definitely more of a high throw in the 24 watt hot plate with 2 scallops. I thought that this was kind of a powdery, fresh, and beautiful scent. What is in here is fruits and flowers, also with a creamy vanilla scent. I don't ever remember smelling creamy vanilla. Never kind of came across as that kind of scent, but it's kind of pretty in an old-fashioned kind of way again. Also from Haley's Heavenly Scents, I melted through 2 scallops of this in Honeysuckle. And this one overall was like a low to medium throw. I was a little disappointed because Honeysuckle, I love that scent, and normally it is very, very strong. But it just really didn't perform the way I wanted it to. So I put 1 scallop in the 24 watt hot plate in the bedroom. Really couldn't smell anything. And then I also put 1 scallop in the Glade Warmer in the bathroom, and I could smell a little bit, but still not very much at all. So I think I'm gonna try the same trick I did with the rice flour and Shea, where the next time I melt that, I'm gonna put 2 scallops in. I'll probably do 2 scallops in the 24 watt hot plate and see if I can get a little bit more of a throw. And this one not having as good of a throw did surprise me, because historically for me, I found Honeysuckle from multiple vendors tends to be one of their stronger fragrance oils. So this one, I mean, it's very strong on cold sniff, but just on hot, I wasn't smelling much. Okay, the next one here is also from Haley's Heavenly Scents, and this is one of the free 1 pound bag of Brittles I got in sweet zucchini cakes. I love this one. One of my favorites of the week. It was so good on the scent and the throw. So the throw was a good in my 24 watt hot plate, and I love this scent. It is a very sweet, creamy zucchini bread scent. I know that I think the zucchini bread in here is more of a spicy, but all of the cake scent in here just overall gave this such a super sweet, creamy kind of note with the zucchini bread. Absolutely love this one. I'm so glad I have this in a bag of Brittle. I had a feeling I was really gonna like this one. So, yes, if once I run out of that, I am gonna go back for more. That one is really good. Okay, now going on again, by alphabetical order. Okay, so the next one here is an empty from Mariposa Candle Company in Blueberry Cheesecake. So I put 3 cubes in the Glade Warmer in the entryway, and the throw was about a medium. It was present, but it really wasn't obvious. And then I put the other 3 cubes in the 24 watt hot plate in the kitchen, and it did a little bit better in there. It was about a medium to a high, but neither time, like normally out of my bakery, I want it to be like a solid high. So I would definitely want to get a little bit more throw out of this if I could. This one is a nice blueberry scent, but it's not my favorite because it's kind of one of those like sickly sweet, really thick blueberry scents. So just not my favorite, I would say, overall. I also don't get a whole lot of the like that kind of sour cheesecake scent that I thought I would get out of here. Either that or it's blending really well with the blueberry, but it comes across as more of just like a blueberry type scent. So anyway, so that one was okay for me. The next one here is from Rainbow Melts, and this one is in Lemon Sugar Blueberry. These were 6 dual colored flower tarts. And overall, from the 3 times I melted this, the throw was a high overall. So the first 2 ones went in the Glade hot plate. It did pretty good, and my husband was walking around, and he's like, "Are you melting something with blueberry?" He picked up on it right away. I really like Rainbow Melts blueberry. It's like, it doesn't smell necessarily like an authentic blueberry, but it also doesn't have like that really thick kind of blueberry scent either. It's just kind of right where I want it, so I really like this one. So I did it again in the Glade, and then 2 again in the 20, and then 2 tarts again in the 24-watt hot plate, and then each time it was a high. So it's a really nice sugary sweet lemon scent, just with that nice blueberry scent. So I really do like that one. I think I'm coming up here pretty soon for the custom order, and I would consider maybe getting like a bag, like a 12-ounce bag in that if she has something like that. The next one here from Rainbow Melts is it was like a chunky heart. I think it was a heart, and berry buttercream puffs, pink buttercream, and berry creme brulee. This one was, I did chunk this one up into two pieces because it was kind of big. So the first one I put in the Glade warmer and the entryway, and it was about a high. And then I also did it in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen, and it was also about a high. It's a really nice berry scent, sort of thick, but it's really not too perfumey. So I do like it. I just don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. So if I saw it come up for, like on the website again, I would buy it. But this is not one that I would like necessarily seek out in my custom order. Okay, the next one here is from Rosegirls, and I got this in a swap with a wax buddy of mine, Holla, and this one is in Berry Lovely Cookies. This is their Berry Lovely blend, which I believe is like a secret blend, and this is either over poured with sugar cookie or monster cookie. I don't know which one. Probably monster cookie. Now this is a perfumey blackberry scent. So whatever is in that Berry Lovely definitely has a perfumey note, which is not my favorite type of thing, but over poured with the cookie scent, it does tone it down enough. Now, I like this one a lot better on hot than I do on cold. When I smell it on cold, all I can think of is weird perfumey blackberry, but when it melts, it definitely kind of blossoms, and I can still smell that artificial note a little bit, but not a whole heck of a lot. So it's definitely better when it's on hot. I put this one in the Glade warmer in my entryway one of the days that I was just at home. I think it was last weekend. And I just don't remember smelling much of anything at all. So I was like moving around the house. I even went and cleaned the chinchilla room. I did write this down. So I cleaned the chinchilla room. And then normally when I do that, because like the chinchilla room, there's no scent in there and it's kind of further away. And normally when I exit the chinchilla room, I come out into my loft area, which is above my entryway. And normally that's when I can get like the best blast of scent from whatever I'm melting on my entryway. And that didn't happen. So it really just for some reason just wasn't throwing for me in the Glade warmer. If I got this again, I would definitely want to try it in the 24-watt hot plate. Not my favorite scent though. So, the Berry Lovely blends, I don't really know if they're my thing overall, but, I would give that another shot. Okay, the next one here is from Sniff My Tarts, and this one is in Grape Jelly Glazed Donuts. I put this in my Glade warmer in the entryway. Now, maybe I was having a strange week, because this is another one that I put in the Glade warmer, and I was walking all around the house, doing things, going upstairs, cleaning, coming down, and I just don't remember anything. I almost forgot I was melting something. And normally it's like if something is a high and above, it's strong enough that even if I'm preoccupied or I'm not thinking about wax, it's strong enough that if I'm walking through like the scent area that I smell it. And this one, I don't remember smelling it at all. Next thing I knew, it was like 6 hours later and I was like, oh, I should change out my wax. And I totally forgot that I was even melting anything there. I do like the scent. It is a really, really sweet grape scent. It's a little lighter on the grape scent, probably because it's mixed with that donut scent in here. So I really do like the scent. Just the throw for some reason just wasn't doing it for me. And the next one also from Sniff My Tarts. This one was in Sprinkled Sugar Latte Glazed Donuts. This one had a medium throw. I put it in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen. This was another one where it was like not super memorable. It wasn't super good on the throw. It wasn't super bad. And as far as the scent, The scent like wasn't one of my favorites, but it wasn't something I hated. So this is like one of those middle of the road scents where it's just like not too much of anything. It's just like kind of right there in the middle. It's a really sweet bakery scent. This one actually, if I ever saw this one again, I might think that this would be better blended with something else because it is very sweet on its own, and maybe that's kind of where I went wrong. This would probably be better like sweetening up some other scent that was like maybe a fruity one or something like that. Okay, the next one here from Super Tarts is a scent shot in Orange You Feisty. And when did I get this one? Oh, back in April. So this is an Orange You Feisty, which is orange, lemon, lime, and birthday cake. I put this one on in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen. It did really, really well. I wrote down that I thought it had some kind of super sweet dreamsicle type orange scent, like a sherbet scent or something like that. So that's kind of what I got out of this one. And the throw wasn't good. This was just a really, really good one. So I absolutely like this one. I would absolutely get that one again. That one was one of my favorites of the week. From Tended Creations, this was a 4-pack in green tea and cucumber. I haven't been getting the throw from my Tended Creations lately that I remember getting in the past. And I don't know if it's because the wax is getting older. You can see I got it last year. They are 100% soy, I think. Is Tended Creations 100% soy? Now, I did see a post that the owner, Amber of Tended Creations, she said that their wax, like, it shouldn't be affected by the age, that she had a tart that she found like 2 years after it had poured and it still threw very well. And she says, like, you know, it really shouldn't matter, like, the age, but it just seems like all my Tended Creations over the past month and a half have been a solid medium, where before, I remember like last fall and winter, I was getting more of like a high to a good. So I don't know, or maybe it's just a sense I'm melting, I don't know. But this one was a medium. So I melted each scallop or each like little tart individually. Sometimes it went in the glaze, sometimes it went in the 24-watt hot plate, just a medium each time. Sometimes it might have been a little bit more closer to a low, but each time it was like one of those scents that was kind of subtle, so I'd have to go looking for it. But the scent was really beautiful. It was very fresh, very relaxing. And it was definitely one of those good scents, like if you're with someone that may be a little sensitive to fragrance, and you want something on that makes your house kind of feel like light and airy and clean, but you don't want to like overwhelm them, this would be like a really good one to put on. So it definitely has its place, and I still enjoyed it at a medium throw. A medium throw is fine with me in the bedroom. Okay, the next one here is Illusions of the Labyrinth from the Bathing Garden. This one actually is back in her Halloween restock. I did not order it, and the reason why is the throw from this one that I got out of it was a low to a medium. It just was not strong enough for what I wanted it to be at. So I put 3 cubes in the Glade warmer in the bedroom, and when I put that with it on, that time it was a low throw. I could not really smell anything at all. And then I put 3 cubes in the Glade warmer in the bathroom, and it did a little better, but it was like barely a medium. Barely. It really probably more of a low to a medium. So I just wouldn't get this one again. If the scent was like so amazing, even if so, sometimes like if I get a low throw out of something but the scent is really good, I would go back and get it again because I'm like, maybe I had an off day, but the scent on this one is just really not something that I'm in love about, coupled with the fact that the throw was not really what I wanted, so I just wouldn't seek it out again. Now what is in here is mandarin musk, sugar, and woodsy violet. I think this is a Lush dupe for something, and smelling it, I'm not exactly sure what. I mean, it's definitely pretty, and maybe people out there other people have gotten better, have had better luck with this particular scent, but it's just not something that I reordered in the Halloween restock. Okay, getting here into 30th Street Wax or 30th Street Crafts. I kind of interchange them sometimes. This one here is in the famous The King's Table. So this is pumpkin waffles with butter, maple syrup, brown sugar, pecans, peaches, and a whipped cream scent. This is one of her, I think, her best sellers. This one is back in the current restock that is going on, which is like kind of like a bring back my favorites type of restock where people voted. And this one, this is the first time I was melting it, but I saw how much other people really loved it, and I was like, I gotta see what the deal is, because I remember smelling it on cold and liking it, but I was like, everyone's in love with it, so I gotta check this out. Now, it is a really, really nice scent. Definitely kind of like fall to me. Definitely like breakfast kind of centered. Very authentic on the food scent. I can definitely get like the pecan scent, I think, and also like the pumpkin pecan waffles. So it is an absolutely beautiful scent. I don't really smell a whole lot of the peach in there, either on cold or on hot, but the scent itself is really good. Now, I threw this in my 24-watt hot plate, and the throw was about a medium, actually. So I really would have liked a little bit of a better throw on this one. So I actually left it on overnight in my 24-watt hot plate. And at one point I did go upstairs and then I came back down to grab something. And I kind of like wasn't thinking that this was melting. But when I came back in the kitchen, I was probably here for 60 seconds and left. And I don't remember smelling it. And normally if it's a strong enough throw, I walk into the kitchen. Even if I'm preoccupied, I smell it. I didn't this time. And then the next morning I came down and I walked up to the warmer and I really couldn't smell anything until I was close to the warmer. So it definitely was not like a super long throw. I mean, wax, really, if I can get 4 hours of throw out of it, I'm fine. At this point, it had been going 9 hours. But I would say the throw was a medium because even when it was like, you know, melting within the first hour or two, I just wasn't getting like a super strong throw out of it. But everyone's like raving about that one. So I'm thinking it may be me. And I already mentioned that I might have kind of had an off week because there's things that like just haven't been throwing as well for me this week that I would have expected to throw better. So that might have been it too. Now also going on with 30th Street Wax, this one is Pocahontas, and I wanted to melt this one as well because this one is also back in the customer favorites restock, and I wanted to assess the throw on it before I decided whether or not to buy more of these ones because I love, love, love the scent. The scent to me is like feminine and floral, very beautiful, and she describes it as soft and powdery with a modern, vibrant twists, and she doesn't say what's in there, so it's like a mystery fragrance oils and stuff like that. I threw one Cameo and then Glade Warmer, and it was a medium throw, and then I threw the other Cameo the next day in my 24-watt hot plate, and it definitely did better. It was a high throw. So as soon as I got the high throw from the single Cameo on my 24-watt hot plate, I was like, that is a go for ordering this again on the customer favorites restock because I love the scent, and it is just really beautiful. It is beautiful. And is there like a water lily or... It does kind of have a modern twist. This is not your grandma's spa scent. It is more modern in a way, but I just don't know how to describe it. But I really do love that one. That was one of my favorites of the week. Also from 30th Street Crafts, I melted this one last night because I also got more of this in the customer favorites restock. Purple Castles. I think this is another one of her best sellers. So what this one is lavender, vanilla, pink sugar, and marshmallow. It's a really sweet lavender scent. Obviously it's lavender vanilla, and I think the lavender vanilla in here is the slightly stronger note. Yeah, so this is probably this is one of the only lavender scents I think that I really like. And I don't get a whole lot of pink sugar out of here, mostly lavender, but I really do like this scent. Like I said, a lot of people are in love with this one. This was a chunk, so I put the whole chunk in my 24-watt hot plate in the bedroom last night. The throw was a solid high, probably bordering on a good, but like definitely at least like a high. It's a high. I could smell it easily without being overwhelmed by the scent. So I really do love this one. Very relaxing, very nice, and I'm really glad that I got more of that one as well. From Two Timing Tart, this one was a cute, really cute chunk in blueberry, blue sugar Fruit Loops. This is a remelt for me. I had initially melted one chunk a while ago in the 18-watt hot plate, and I thought that it was a high throw. Now, I melted this one in my 24-watt hot plate. I only really was able to melt it for about 2 hours because I changed my wax out, and then like a couple hours later I went to bed. So I might not have given this one like the shot that it really needed to like blossom, but this time I definitely got like more of a low throw from it. So the first time a high throw in the 18-watt, 24-watt hot plate, low throw. So it also could have been the warmer maybe. It kind of was a little bit too much for it, but I do like the scent. Becky doesn't do a whole lot of like scents like this, like blueberry and Fruit Loops. I don't see a whole lot of that in her typical blend, so that's one of the reasons why I really like this scent. It's kind of different for her. And it's a really, really nice scent. Definitely stronger on the blueberry and the blue sugar, but like I said, for some reason the throw just wasn't working for me. I do have another chunk of that, and I will probably stick the next chunk in the Glade Warmer and see if that does a little better with it. Also from Two Timing Tart, this one was a 4-pack of scallops in Sea Nymph. And Sea Nymph is Sea Witch, which is driftwood, kelp, and ocean, also blended with agave sea salt. This one, I put 2 scallops in the Glade Warmer in the bathroom, and I melted it in the bathroom each time, so 2 melts total for this one. The throw was a low to a medium for this one. Like, I really had to go looking for the scent. If I like walked into my bathroom, it wasn't obvious, but if I was like, I'm melting something, and I start sniffing the air, that's kind of when I could get it. It smells mostly like salty sea air, and I do like it, but it's not like, it's not one of my absolute favorites from Two Timing Tart, so I would get this one again, but I don't feel like the need to hoard it. This one definitely also has that same kind of scent that's in like cactus and sea salt. So whatever that sea salt scent is, it always has like this specific sort of something that I can tell like that's what it is. And this one has that same kind of scent. The next one from Two Timing Tart. This is a old one here in Captain Tight Pants. Look at that date. This hit the over the year point by the time I melted it. I was like, holy moly, I gotta melt that. So looking at the age of it, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. This is also in the old wax formula, but however, it was good. The throw was not a good, but I was happy with the throw. It was a medium to a high throw. I wrote down that it smells like sandalwood with some sort of watery floral scent. I wrote down that it was lovely, exclamation point. I would get this again for sure. I put this in the Glade warmer in the bedroom and then also the Glade warmer in the bathroom. So like I said, medium to high throw each time. For something that's a year old, I thought it's also 100% soy. Thought that was really good. Now what is in here is rice flour, sandalwood, patchouli, and sea salt. So I kind of got it right. Because like I said, I thought it was sandalwood with a watery floral scent. So I actually kind of, was able to sniff that one out. I really do like that one. And I will definitely get that one again. That one is one of my favorites of the week. I really like that scent. The next one here from Two Timing Tart is Sherlock. And if you guys have never seen the BBC series, Sherlock, is it Sherlock? I've only seen like seasons 1 and 2. And their seasons are really short. It's like 3 episodes. But I didn't understand like why everyone was going around saying like they're Sherlocked or something. And I saw the episode and I was like, oh, it makes perfect sense. It was very, very clever, I thought. Anyways, I really like it. Okay, so this one is, I put this one in the Glade warmer in the bathroom and then also the Glade warmer in the bedroom. This one did not do as well as I maybe would have liked it to. It was about a low to medium throw. It is also sort of on the older side and in the old wax formula. I wrote down that I thought it kind of had a woodsy scent. But it doesn't. I don't know why I thought that, unless I was thinking like Sherlock with like, like a wood paneled room and like smoking on a pipe. But there's no woodsy scent in here when I look at the scent description. So I think my nose was off. God, did my voice just crack right there? Oh my God, I feel like I'm 14 again. Anyways, I do like the scent and I do want to get this again in the new wax formula. What is in here is water lilies, cherry blossom, golden musk, green tea, osmanthus, and peach nectar. And I think it's the green tea that was throwing me off in there that maybe I thought was woodsy. So it's a really good scent, and I definitely want to get that in the new wax formula so I can get a little bit of a better throw out of that one. The next one here is a single Tart from Up the Creek Scents in buttered marshmallow cornbread. Definitely stronger on the butter scent and the marshmallow scent. I really did not get a whole lot of cornbread in here, but I threw this one in the Glade warmer in the entryway. It did okay, but just not great. I could smell it upstairs in my loft area, but it was not like super strong. I did leave this one on overnight, and the next morning the scent had completely dissipated. I couldn't smell anything, which was fine. But this one definitely comes across as like super duper sweet. And next time I probably would actually want to blend this with something else because it's almost a little bit like too much of a single sweet note for me to want to melt on its own, because like I said, I don't really get any cornbread out of there at all. Okay, the next one here is it was a 4-pack from Up the Creek Scents in blueberry confetti cake. I do really like this scent. It's not one of my like all-time favorite blueberry types of scents, but it is good. It is good. It's definitely enjoyable. It's bordering on that thick kind of artificial smelling blueberry scent, but it's not all the way there, but it's definitely headed down that path. I put 2 tarts in the 24-watt hot plate, and the throw was about a medium to a high. And then I also threw the next 2 tarts the next day in the Glade warmer in the entryway, and it's about a medium to a high. So once again, medium to high overall. I do like it, I just don't love it. The next one here is from Vintage Chic Scents, and this is one of my favorite ones from her in Bogey and Bacall, and with oh my goodness, why can I not remember her name? I'm so tired. Not Catherine Bacall. She passed away this week, right? I'm pretty sure. No, was it Lauren Bacall? Did she pass away? Oh crap, I can't remember. But anyways, I know when I reached for this, I was thinking that for some reason, so I was like, I want to melt this. Anyways, this one is sandalwood and blue sugar, and you guys know I love sandalwood and I love blue sugar, so this one is a no-brainer for me. Love it, love it, love the scent. I put the scent shot in my Glade warmer, melted it overnight. The scent was still there the next morning. If I was closer to the warmer, I could still smell it. But this one has like definitely one of the longer type throws and definitely like somewhere around a high to a good throw overall. I love this one. One of my favorites of the week. The next one here is from Vintage Chic Scents, and this is a Blossom bag. I'm still working on it, but I'm probably about halfway done, maybe a little bit more. I think I've only got about 3 melts left in this one overall. This one is in Over the Rainbow, and this is Rainbow Sherbet and Cotton Candy. Now, to me, the Rainbow Sherbet definitely seems to have more of like a citrusy kind of note. I can definitely get more like orange kind of sherbet out of this one than anything else. I really do like the scent. However, the throw from that I got when I melted over this past week was about a medium overall. I did melt this 3 times. So I melted it twice in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen and once in the Glade warmer in the entryway. About a medium throw. Now, the first time I melted it months ago, I got a high throw. So I don't know why the performance seems to be so different. I really would like to have us a little bit more of a stronger throw. But I'm also wondering if this one would do well blended, maybe. Now, it's a pretty good scent on its own. I don't think I'd want to blend it. But if I continue getting a medium throw from this one, you know, as I melt through the rest of the bag, I probably would not like seek out the scent again in a Blossom bag. But if I saw it like in a 3-pack of flowers or a clamshell, I would still get it. It's still a really nice scent. I just haven't gotten the throw I really wanted out of it. And the last one here from Vintage Chic Scents was a 3-pack of flowers in Mamma Mia. And this one is Sweet Gardenia Coconut Cream. It's a really pretty kind of scent. Very sweet, very creamy. Now, the thing about this one is I like this scent, but I don't love this scent. And this is a remelt for me. So I've melted this before, and the throw I got was like, I think about a medium. So I wanted to remelt it again. So this was the remelt. I put 1 flower tart in the Glade in the bathroom, and it was a medium. And then I put 2 flower tarts in the 24-watt hot plate in the bedroom, and it was more of like a low to a medium when I did it that way. So I really would want to see what I can do to get the throw from this one more up to like the medium-high kind of range. But however, since I like the scent but don't love the scent, I probably would like not look to hoard this a whole heck of a lot again. But I would still buy it in like a 3-pack or something like that. So anyways, that was Mamma Mia by Vintage Chic Scents. And so everybody, that is it. And look who's still here with me. Sam. Hi, pretty girl. You like spending time with your mama, don't you? Hi, Sam. Oh, Sam. Lick, lick. She's agitated. She's about to bite me. Look at that face. Oh, Sam. Oh my gosh. Why are you so mad at me? Okay. Apparently I have some damage control here to do with my cat. Because she's quite mad. Look at her. Oh. Okay, anyways. Alright, you guys. Anyways, so that is it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.